Hi, I'm Bruce Boyd of Reclaiming Our Boys. I grew up in the city of Trenton, and when I grew up, boys could be boys. We had fun. We could travel all around the city of Trenton and the capital of New Jersey and just have fun. Somewhere during the course of that time, things have changed, and there was a need for guys who grew up, stayed right, even those who went left, but understood that we have to get back to boys being boys and creating boys into men. That's why we're here, and that's why we started this Reclaiming Our Boys, because we have passionate men that are willing to assist in growing and reclaiming our neighborhoods, reclaiming our boys, and reclaiming society. So that's why I'm here, and that's why we're here talking about reclaiming our boys today.
My focus is that the young boys here, our young youth, they need us.
I feel as though I have a skill set that I can help get back to the kids, to just guide them, put them on the right path.
I always wanted to change the city myself, but I know with the right group of brothers, with the right movement, we can have that change.
And if we don't do nothing, then as we can see, nothing is getting done. So why not us?
Who would I be if I couldn't, on some level, tap into that which was given to me and try to help guide in a positive direction?
If I can just grab 1, 2, 3 of these young boys and tell them, look, it's a better way. This ain't really how we supposed to be living.
I'm just tired of seeing young men being gunned down in the streets or really having nothing no one to look towards in terms of encouragement.
Education is the key to unlock the door and be the bridge out of this poverty and this debt that we find ourselves in. And I think this organization will allow me to help at least one young person. Just reach out and you could affect one child. That becomes infectious because they in turn infect other young people.
I've been on both sides of the streets. I'm definitely here to make a change.
I just want to be part of something positive and giving back to the city.
I always enjoy when they get to be, when we're tangible, like all you gentlemen are. They get to see us.
What we're doing is we're talking about saving lives, while at the same time trying to inculcate a little bit of love in the community that sometimes is loveless. I want to save at least one body that would have fallen, but because of this effort, it will not fall.
In this room is nothing but life, and black men committed to saving lives. We can't save anybody, but what we can do through our dialogue, through our commitment, through our mentoring, is present what salvation looks like. Each and every young person has to save themselves. We're consistently committed to excellence and rebuilding what we need to be doing here. And I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. It looks like a bunch of brothers in this room, but it's only one. Peace.
Hello, my name is Charlie Walker, and I am a part of Reclaiming Our Boys. The one main reason why I decided to join Reclaiming Our Boys is I was tired of being tired. Tired of opening up the paper, seeing young men kill young men. Tired of seeing these young men walk down the street with their pants hanging down. It always disturbed me, but I've always complained and never did anything about it. So once I heard about this group and the men that were putting it together, I knew it was a powerful group, and it had a heavy meaning behind it. We as men have to step up. This group did just that. We stepped up. We're being there for these young men. We're being a guide, a father, whatever these guys need, we're there. And we hope that in the future these guys can return that same favor to other young men.
We started off small, we just gonna let this grow and maturate into exactly what it needs to be.
They say God don't call to qualify, He qualifies the call, right? Be ready, just get your mind ready and we gonna be ready.
Now's our time. Now's our time that we announce to the city of Trenton, the county of Mercer, and beyond what real men coming together from all walks of life, coming back to reclaim our boys, in the sense to get them to be the best man that they can be.
And we've got to get back to being the example of commitment, excellence, and consistency. It's important that we be the example we're looking to see. And your role here is irreplaceable. Whatever it is you came to do, we need you to do it. Because we can't be great without you.
This is our time to break the cycle. All of us have a PhD in experience.
There are a whole lot of things that we just got to deal with.
Right.
And I think this room, most importantly, represents no more excuses.
I think that the collective expertise in the room is what we need in order to be able to move forward.
We in a position where we find solutions. And I believe we have every brother in here that has a purpose bigger than them and can accomplish.
The one thing I think most about Reclaiming Our Boys is that on Thursday, I'm happy to go to the meeting, not just to meet with my mentor, but I'm learning as well. Because what we don't realize is a lot of men are damaged too. So we're getting help just like they're getting help. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, that's the most powerful piece is when we all get together and we're learning together. And the takeaways that when the state police officer came in and shook every one of those boys' hands and said, now you have shook a police officer's hand. That was creating the bridge, creating the bond, creating the bridge, and just the fire department. Oh man, just understanding like, yo, we have some really good black men in our community that are now, our young mentees are being exposed to.
Each member or the men that you see here are part of a movement, and we're not searching for positions, but rather we're leading in such a way that we're going to change the conditions of our homes, our community, and this city. That is what we're here for. This movement is about rebuilding, about careers, about excitement, about listening to them and allowing us to shape young men into men.
You gotta excuse me, because this is really humbling too.
Yeah.
When we came up with this idea, it's only one person that's gonna fix this community. And we need some men to fix this community.
That's right.
And from an idea to see it come to fruition, this is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
These guys are not going to sit on the sidelines any longer and watch this game play out. We are side by side with these young people and we are reclaiming them. Why is that important? Because somebody reclaimed us. And we hope that the community supports this endeavor to make sure our young people become young people again.
I'm glad to see that y'all came out.
Yeah.
That makes every day that we sat in Prospect Village, put this thing together, worth it. We not going out there trying to save nobody, but we all trying to give people the tools to save themselves.
These brothers here, we're not trying to replace fathers and uncles. We're trying to be that bridge to tomorrow for these children. Because sometimes all they need is a little love and a little hug and someone to listen to what's going on with them.
These are men assembled behind us who have committed themselves, who have dedicated themselves. They've made a commitment to excellence and therefore they have achieved. So this is what we want to share with our young men. One of the things that we can do to better all of our people is to give them the broadest exposure that they can have so that they can make the choices and not have those choices made for them.
Y'all bring them, and we gonna make it happen.
I'm looking at these kids in their eyes, and I don't see their skin. I look and I see their spirit. I see me. Right? They want it. They want it. They want to be led, right? But they need the proper guidance. And not only do I enjoy it, I want to do it, I'm obligated. He's just like you, right? And he needs you. He needs you. And he's yearning. The tougher they are, the more love they need. That's right. Right? And when there's guys who've been through some things, and you can break down and expose your shortcomings, right? When you can expose missed opportunities, right? You become vulnerable, you build that connection. And that's what the kid said, I want him to be my mentor.
All you guys that got more than one, grab one of these guys that's over here. Make sure that you have all your mentees' names and contact information. Patrick, you know how to bring it in. Patrick, you know how to pick a winner, right? Let's go, bring it in. Let's go, everybody. Let's go, come on. Come on, y'all. 1, 2, 3. You ready? I'm on.
For the guys that don't have their fathers in their lives, when they come to us, it's just like, even though they selected one mentor, they got 25, 30 other mentors. that I just like it, because we again allow the boys to be boys, and they're growing up to be better men.
Your young men, you are entrusted to us. We are part of the fabric of the community that has simply raised our hand and said that we're going to be part of the mindset that happened 54 years ago when Black Americans, white Americans, all Americans decided to walk across the bridge using values, using teamwork, and quite frankly, building a bridge on a community that would not only be just Selma, not only be the state of Alabama, but in fact the nation and the world.
My name is Trey Burgess-Simmons. I brought my son Caleb Burgess-Simmons, who's 12. I'm very excited about the program. I bought him because his father passed away 5 years ago, and there isn't a consistent male figure in the household. And I just noticed that he was dealing with some things that I really couldn't address. And I just know the kind of man that I want him to be, and I want to put him on that path. So when Reclaiming the Boys came in, I was just excited to see the brothers who, a lot of them I know, are just really stand-up guys and are just, they have the right outlook on life, so I wanted my son to be exposed to that, so that's why I brought my son.
He got it.
My name is Tanya Anderson. I am here at Reclaiming Our Boys in Trenton, New Jersey, which has been formed by Bruce Boyd and a group of mentors. What a blessing and an honor it is to be part of this program as it is beginning to step up into a dynamic program, saving the lives of our youth here in the city of Trenton. I wish this program nothing but success in the future, as I know it will be successful.
Do I hear 1100? Do anybody got 1100?
Give them a head start in life. It's not that they're problem kids right now, but I want to give them such a start, a running start. And with Reclaiming the Boys, what I like so far, thus far, is all of the guys are so very much engaged with them. They bring out the best in them already.
Give it up for yourself! Give it up for yourself!
I brought my son Niall because I wanted him to be able to meet and connect with a lot of the positive men that are in the community, so that when he's moving about, I want him to be able to recognize them, and for them to recognize him when they see him out in the community. I want them to be comfortable enough to make sure that he's going in the right direction. Right? Because I can't be everywhere. So that's why I brought him to the program. And this was just second night, but
I'm having a good time. I actually appreciate that it's not a program where we just drop them off, that they engage the parents to get to know us before, because our kids are an extension of who we are, and so they got to know us so that they can get to know our children, and then it makes our children more comfortable. So I actually appreciate that.
We're going to still build these bridges to make sure that we all will come to a destination of in a better place. Listen, we going 1, 2, 3, each way, 4, 5, 6, our boys. Everybody got it. Let's go. Does everybody got it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Our boys. Yeah, let's go.
Thinking about what's next for us as we move into the summertime. You know, the scavenger hunt through Trenton. That's going to be big. Our big end of the year cookout, where we're going to be beach volleyball, softball, basketball. Yeah, getting them employed, having those avenues where they can get jobs and where they're getting jobs, because how we used to say it, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in our community partners, the guy down on Sullivan Way, Trenton's Auto and Tire, Trenton Tire and Auto, willing to open up his shop for us to do some fundraising, to give guys a job just because he knows us. That's huge, you know. That's that return on your investments, you know.
So it's so many people that have our backs. So it's kind of like, it's great because we don't have to work that hard, but it's just so many people so many men from all walks of life that's reclaiming our boys.
In our sessions, you know, to be honest, I thought we were going to have to struggle to get the young guys to come in once the weather was getting better, but they're beating us there.
Yeah, help them set up,
right?
Help them take down, they're right there.
So to have these teenagers, 13 to 20, coming in early, wanting to be there, speaks volumes about what it is that we're doing and how they're getting fed.
Which one's ever the least circle? It should only be basically 2 circles in each section.
Ask, young kings, ask.
I just want the mentee to stand up and tell me something about your mentor.
He lives in West Trenton with his wife and 2 children, a law enforcement.
You got 3 college degrees and you relate.
My mentor is cool, he's a critical thinker. That's really it.
Who is he?
Brad Gordon.
Nutrition specialist, and my mentor is Shane West.
My mentor is hardworking, his name is Mr. Mark.
All right.
My mentor is very encouraging. They're cooperative. They're easygoing. They listen to us when we have problems or when we want to speak, and we understand them. They're very distributive.
Back it up.
Right here.
What's your name? Don't look left.
I think it was listen to one like how to focus on one thing. So like pay attention.
Absolutely. And that transpires in all aspects of life. On the street, we have many voices. Distractions. There's a lot of distractions. People gonna be coming from all angles to entice you, to influence you, to do the wrong thing. Right? You know, you have to focus and train that voice. That voice can be you. That voice can be God. That voice can be your mentor. Right? That voice can be your parent, your teacher. You gotta train yourself to always hear that voice. And you'll feel it. Once you start training yourself to do right, you'll feel when wrong is in the area. And you'll see things before it happens. Like most of y'all just put the blindfold on and went and did the course. See, some of y'all, you would have had a better chance at conquering the course if you would have just observed it first. And seen it. And then you close your eyes, now you know where it's at. See things before they happen.
Again, being right here in the capital city, doing something for our community, totally grassroots, it's a win. It's a win-win for everyone. As we move further into the program, the big thing for the win is trying to get them to Disney School. Trying to get them to Florida to go to Disney, to go to Daytona Beach, because believe it or not, some of our guys have never been to a beach. You know, getting them to Bethune-Cookman College and getting them down to NASA to see the spaceships. So all of these things is important to their becoming men, and it exposes them and it gives them an opportunity to touch something outside of New Jersey.
The first thing you need to understand as black and brown young kings, you have been indoctrinated, trained to always consume. So your mindset is of a nature where you're always looking to grab the newest thing, the new iPhone, the game, whatever it is that's coming out, you need to have it. And you feel conviction to have it. We want you to change your thought process tonight by going from being a consumer to a producer. And the first thing you're going to have to do, if that's going to be what you are, you got to begin to be prepared. Preparation means to be in a continuous mindset of being ready. Too many times as young men, the first thing we need to do or say is, hold on, let me get my stuff. Hold on, let me get ready. You need to stay ready. Wherever you arrive at, you need to be in a mindset of being properly prepared to execute whatever the task or goal is. Because if you don't, it won't. We say in the nation of mathematics, proper preparation prevents poor performance. 5 E. You need to start living by that. As these brothers are taking you through these exercises, they are training your mind to become builders. Not people are bullshitting, but builders. And we need more builders in our community because our community right now is being destroyed by the same people who live in it. My second point to you is simply success. You are not chasing success. You're not looking for success. Young kings, you are success. Success in the definition means the acquisition of one's goal or one's purpose. You were birthed into the universe as a successful story. The only thing stopping you from becoming and manifesting the reality of it is you. And that's what we're here to reclaim our voice, to reclaim our minds, to reclaim our greatness, to reclaim our mathematics, to reclaim the God in us. So when I know it's in you, I'll see you moving with good, orderly direction. Whether we're around or not, you ought to be on point. These exercises are like you. My last point to you is to understand the impact of being a young person you don't have to wait around for. The master fed 5,000 people with 2 fish, 5 loaves. Meaning that some child came there prepared. And by his lunch, millions were fed. If you on your square, if your mind is right, if you building like you're supposed to, you can feed thousands in your Our goal is to hold you to the task of being excellent you were purposed to be. The master used 2 we're wrapping our two arms around you and saying 5 words. We're responsible for your greatness. That's it. That's it.
I want you to talk about, because you guys did most of the work on this last piece, of the young guy who went to the prom.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
we had a mentee, who is a likable young man, very, very likable. And we had a situation where a young lady had her date step away from her at the last minute. So conversating with this young man, he was willing to step up and take the guy's place, which I thought was very honorable. So we told him, if you are willing to do that, then we have you covered with the prom. So not only is he taking her to the prom, he's taking her to the debutante ball tomorrow. So we took care of his tuxedos, his shoes, haircut, manicure, pedicure, his flowers, and we coached him along every step of the way. All the way until getting her in the car, out of the car, and I saw him holding the dress last night.
Holding the dress, made sure that dress did not hit the ground.
So I know he learned a lot of things last night, but it meant more to us than it probably did to him. So we thought, but before he got in the car, he thanked every single one of us for doing what we did for him. And that right there was like an uplift for me. I slept like a baby last night because of it, but it was an honor.
I think this program is a good program for us young men. I think it's going to help a lot of us throughout this pain and suffering that we've grown up with.
My name is Ryan, and what I think about this program is like the way it meant is to keep us concentrated, focused, not distracted, because I know distracted people are causing.
Woo! Let me get some on that.
What I feel about this program is I feel that it established positive energy in everybody's mind, and also I feel that it helps like in Trenton there's a lot of like violence and stuff. So like you're helping us so we won't become a negative.
My name is Kajan, and I feel as though this program is helping me, deal with things that's at home. And when I look around, I see my brothers. Since I really didn't get to meet my brother, I don't even know what he looked like. But I see my boy, my best friend.
My name is Andre, and I think this program helps us black kids become great again. Like a lot of the kids here can relate to some of the mentors because they have a connection and they grew up in Trenton and they know what it's like to be in difficult situations and to be grown up and what not to do and what to do. And they're not like telling us to just go straight forward. They're telling us to look around it and see if we can really do it.
And I think this program will guide me to the right things in life. My name is Breon. I think this is to help the youth go on a better path, and improve us like mentally and physically, and in school also.
The city needs wins, and we're doing it without the political fanfare, without begging on the street corners.
Exactly.
We're just getting it done. And that's what I appreciate about this group, these guys. We just get it done.
We don't have over 50 cents, we just do what we do.
That's it. Find us on Facebook under Friends of Reclaiming Our Boys and follow this journey. We're four months into it, but we got a lifetime to go.
I never lose. I either win or I learn. I want you to take that with you. You're never going to lose. You're going to win or you're going to learn. That's what our Reclaiming Our Boys is about. Who's on? Who counted off?